So we're out here today to do the first taxi on the YAK-50, but before we taxi an airplane, the plane has to have a name. Nancy the Nangchang, near and dear to my heart for the last 7 seasons, but here we are with the YAK-50. It's a new chapter, a new beginning in where we're going to be taking what it is that we do, and what better person to name this aircraft than my good friend Logan. Logan has been out following me in air shows for the last 7 years, and last year he was there for the final show with the Nangchang, and who better to name it? So Logan, have you come up with a name?
Yeah.
What's the name?
Katya.
Let's see it. Katya, from Russia with Love. So we're going to start up the engine here. It hasn't run in quite some time, and once we've got the engine warmed up to temperature, we're going to taxi it out into a main apron area where we can basically maneuver the aircraft around. We'll get some direction maybe from the ground controllers here at the Abbey Tower. As you guys, everybody knows, we love Abbotsford. It's our favorite airport, and they're really great at accommodating us. So we'll probably taxi around some of the taxiways and around the main apron and just get a feel for the airplane. YAK-50 is notoriously difficult airplane to taxi, and everybody complains about them all the time. They're beautiful in the air, maybe not as beautiful on the ground. So that's just part of the process of getting ready to fly the aircraft, is to feel really comfortable in what it is we're doing. So yeah, we'll go out, we'll taxi it, we'll come back in, and we'll debrief. That's hot. All right.
You good?
Yeah. Seat bars are on. Main air valve on. Main air valve's on. Main air pressure's checked. Manifold pressure is checked. Throttle partially open. Fairly high RPM. Multi-carburetor is off. The carburetor is off. Emergency valve is open. Gill shutters open. All the cooler doors open. Loose items all put away and secured. Fire master switch on. Generator switch on. Ignition switch on. Landing gear light switch are on. Checked. Senior lights are checked. That's good. Instruments checked. Instruments are checked. Primer left. System pressure 25. System pressure's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shot to prime. Start button engage. Once engine is running, mag switch on 1+2. Arm is good. All good? Alright. Flip route. loose.
Left brake?
Yeah, left brake, so it's harder to turn to the left without jab of power. So left brake needs to be tightened up a bit. But other than that, it taxis, as everybody said it did, terribly. But you kind of get used to it. I did quite a bit of S-turns down at the end, probably further than you guys could see at the other end of the field where there was nobody there. And just figure eight, trying to get an idea of how it taxis. It's not a great taxiing airplane, but that's okay. But yeah, left brake I think could use a little bit tightening in there. Other than that, I guess it sort of is what it is with this airplane. So today was a great day, being able to get out the airplane for, its first real taxi test. And there's a few things, we need to work on the airplane for sure. But that's normal. That's part of this whole process when you restore airplanes or when you get them flying again. Something as rare as this, it's not like it's not your run-of-the-mill airplane. So there's a few different unique ways of taxiing it. I had such great opportunities to talk to some really great people. We talked with Lauren Richardson in England as well as with Matt from Team YAK-50, also in the UK. And man, they were really great at passing on some great advice, and a lot of that paid off today. A little bit different way of taxiing it, but that's okay. It's coming together there. Probably one of the brakes probably needs to be adjusted a little bit, but it's still within limits. It's still within tolerances. It's safe, but I would like the left brake to be a little bit more firm. So it matches the right brake. Also, Logan came out. It was his birthday today, and he came out to name the aircraft. He's been following us around for a long time, and outside of my immediate people here, he's definitely my #1 fan. And it was really great to have him out name the aircraft because he was quite upset when he found out we were going to retire Nancy from Airshows. And I reassured him last year at Chilliwack that no, it's not the end of the whole operation. It's not the end of Nancy either. It's just the end of an era. And this, of course, is the next chapter of that. So we had a couple of names that were available. Katya and Yana. My wife was a huge fan, and my best friend Carrie, big fan of Yana. Unfortunately, that's gone, and Katya stayed. And I'm really happy for that because that's the name that I liked. But, we didn't pressure Logan into doing it. He chose it all on his own, so great choice, Logan. Great choice. Other than that, there's not really much else to say. Right now, where we sit with the airplane, we're totally done with everything. What we're waiting on now is for Transport Canada to come and do their final certificate of airworthiness and the special certificate of airworthiness that goes along with running one of these ex-military Soviet-designed aircraft. Of course, the aircraft, was, as we talked about, was used for aerobatic flying, but of course the Soviet Union in the 1970s, there was no general aviation. So because of its being built for the DOSAF, which was a loose arm of their armed forces, it does need a special certificate of airworthiness. So we're just waiting on Transport Canada to come out and do the paperwork side of that. And hopefully that'll be shortly, and then we'll be ready for that first flight, which I'm very excited for.